Are you hardworking, or was all your powers gifted to you at the beginning? Hi, I'm Meaty Melo, and in this video, we're gonna be breaking down that image, and we're gonna determine if some of this is rage bait, or they might be cooking with this image. But without further ado, let's get into this. So to first get into this, we have the hardworking category. We have Yuji. I think that's Isagi. Let me know down in the comments. I haven't read Blue Lock yet. Saitama, Luffy, Sanji, Gon, Gojo, and Edward Elric. And if there's one person that pisses me off when I saw him in hardworking, bro, this man is the opposite of hardworking, bro. If you don't get your stupid ass out of here, Gojo Satoru, the man from JJK who was a teacher. He is a white-haired, blue-eyed, raw-ass motherfucker, bro. And he was also the person that was born with the Six Eyes and the Limitless technique together in the last 400 years. And you know what those techniques do? They get you to the top of the verse instantly. And that's exactly what he did. He dominated every single one from day one, bro. This man has never seen any struggle a day in his life, bro. And that just goes to show, because Gojo is the ceiling. Why would Gojo work hard if everyone else is trying to catch up to him? This makes no sense. And we've never, ever seen Gojo train on screen, ever. And didn't Gojo train Yuji by having Yuji be a bum and watch movies all day? I think we can conclude that Gojo probably trains the same way. If anyone's the unemployed final boss, it is this guy, bro. But that's not the only character I want to talk about in the hardworking category. There was actually one other character that I wanted to talk about here. And that's this bald head, egghead ass motherfucker, bro. Saitama. So, to start Saitama's story, this man did 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 10 kilometers per day for 3 years straight. Now, I'm not gonna lie, that is a lot of hard work. This man actually did work pretty hard in that time period. But every time after that, when have we seen Saitama train? This man has not trained since chapter 1. Literally, I don't think he's ever had to train ever. And he's never struggled. And this just goes to show, all of his struggles are mental. They're never physical. So why would you have to train if you're on the top of the verse by a mile, bro? Not even Genos has given him a struggle yet, bro. The only thing he struggles against is when people call him an egghead at the fucking grocery store. Like, what? And he also has no rivals to catch up to. So why would he have to train to catch up to a rival that he doesn't have? You know what I mean? He's already at the top of the verse. Now we need to get into the gifted category. There are a couple more people I want to talk about in this category. We have Zoro, Goku, Tanjiro, Boruto, Asta, Naruto, Ichigo, and Deku. And if there's one person I want to talk to you about, there's actually a couple on here, but there's one person that actually, he has an asterisk by his name, and it is Goku. Now, Goku has an asterisk by his name because you have to take his training with a grain of salt. We all know he trains a lot. If he's not lifting weights, he's sparring. If he's not sparring, he's in the hyperbolic time chamber. If he's not in the hyperbolic time chamber, he's on Whis' planet. We all know Goku's entire things that he trains every day to get stronger. But we need to take his training with a grain of salt, because you can't just use his power level to gauge how hard he works. Now we know Goku is a Saiyan, and with being a Saiyan comes special perks. For one, being a Saiyan means you're bred for fighting, so I mean he loves fighting. Number two, anytime he gets a near-death experience, he gets stronger, as called a Zenkai boost. And number three, he has nearly infinite potential. Now, if we put all that hard work that Goku has done over the years onto Krillin, do we think that Krillin would be at the level that Goku is? No, because Krillin is not a Saiyan, that is why. So we can't use Goku's power level to gauge how hard he works. Not only that, but we also have to take into account of Bardock's wish. In Dragon Ball Super, there was a manga panel where Bardock used the Dragon Balls to make a wish to make sure his kids thrived in the future. Now, no one knows what this means specifically. It was kind of up into the reader's interpretation. But does that mean that Goku would be at the same spot if he didn't train? Would he still be as strong? Is he where he's at today because of that wish? We don't know exactly. So we have to take Goku's hard work with a grain of salt. But that's not to say that Goku doesn't work hard. He definitely does work hard. Number two, Asta. Now, if you've been here before, you knew this was gonna be on the list. So, we already know that Asta has no magic. He trained his body every single day before he got the Grimoire. And even when he got the Grimoire, he was still training his body. And I would argue he wouldn't even be able to wield his swords if he'd never trained his body hard before he got the Grimoire. Not only that, but he has no magic, which incentivizes him to work even harder to get to the top of his verse. Let's be real, if Asta was not training as hard as he was, he would not be at the top of the verse right now. Not only that, but he's learned technically three different power systems. He has learned anti-magic, Z10, and if you want to count ki as well. So he's learned 3 different power systems. This is Asta's entire character arc. His character arc is hard work versus talent. It's Asta versus Yuno, hard work versus talent. He's training the very, very strongest he can to be the Wizard King. Now, this is not the only person I want to talk about. There's actually one more person I want to talk about in this list. That's Roronoa Zoro. You knew it was going to be on the list. Now, Roronoa Zoro, the only guy on the Straw Hats that we continuously see him training day in and day out. No matter if it's manga, anime, light novels, whatever One Piece media you see, we always see Zoro training, whether that's with weights, his sword skill, whatever the case may be. Not only that, but he also grew up in a dojo. Both of his parents were killed early in his life, so he basically grew up in that dojo, training every single day with Kuina to hone in his sword skills. And when have we ever seen Zoro back down from a fight? If that motherfucker has a sword, bro, we have never, ever seen Zoro back down from a fight against a guy with a sword, bro. Never once. Point me in the direction of when Zoro backed down from a fight, bro. You can't do it because it doesn't exist. Now, with that being said, if you guys don't agree with any characters on the list, let me know which character you believe should be flip-flopped down in the comments below. And if you liked the video, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to your boy, because I got a whole bunch more coming. And that's it for me, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.